What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show. I know y'all been asking me to do this character. So we're going to do him right now. It's Geras, right? Geras. He throws shit on the floor. He's got mid-grabs. He's kind of a prick. Why would you pick this character? I ask myself this question all the time. I asked myself before I made this guide. I was like, why would you pick this character? Why would you do this? Why would you be Geras when I don't need you to be Geras? I just want to walk forward. Why can't I do that? So why would you want to pick this character? You like trickery, tomfoolery, buffoonishness, clownery, right? And you're also a bitch, right? What is Geras' character archetype? He is a bitch ass, okay? Full on 100% like uncircumcised bitch ass. If you have your alert set, your phone should be beeping right now because he is a bitch ass. He is the master of the backdash, right? Backdash this shit. Backdash this shit. It's so fucking irritating to fight that they actually nerfed his dash just to make that shit less irritating. Not even to make it less good, just to make it less irritating. So moving on, what are his builds? The build we have for Geras today for beginners is going to be consisting of Gauntlet of the Ages, right? It's the boxing glove. You put down back 2. He charges up for power. You can push 2 again to cancel it, right? You can charge it up for like full power, okay? And then he fucking gets the crushing blow, whatever. You can charge it up and unleash it. So this is useful in like this string that has a flawless block gap. You can do this, right? Keep yourself safe. If you charge it up and let it go, it is +3 on block, so they do kind of have to hold that once you release it. Next move is going to be the sand clone, right? Sand simulacrum puts a clone out. If it's not in you, you can see it, right? So it's just a clone of Geras, right? If I do it again, I teleport to him. I can choose where to put it too. I can put it there. I can put it in front of me. I can put it in the middle of me, right? If I do it again, if I do down back 3, again, I teleport. If I do down back 3 after summoning the clone and then amplify it, he explodiates. You can get a launch off of that, right? So I can sit there and do that. All right, throw the sand trap down. Let me not fuck that up. Let me not fuck it up, okay? Oh. I don't play Geras that much. There it is. Unbreakable damage, right? They can't escape because the sand trap on the floor is an armor break. So that's guaranteed off of that. And the idea is to use the plus frames. You do this gimmick, right? You put it out. You get the plus frames off of that. Hold on. Let me get him to block again. This is why I had him to block, okay? So you get the Galt clone out, right? Amplify. He's blocked. You do it close, right? And then he's got to hold that. You go for the mid grab. A lot of gimmicks and shenanigans. You can also do that, amplify it, and then that frame traps him. It's a 5-frame gap in that frame trap, so you can jump it. We tested that beforehand, but that's a common Geras tactic with this build. And part of what makes it good is because you can throw this out, right? And then they're going to start expecting the trap, and you're just like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to teleport and grab you. Or I'll teleport and do a mid or whatever, right? It gives you options between an extra long-ranged attack that gives you a guaranteed combo or a teleport. This is why Geras is fucking stupid. Like, he's really good. He's not the best character in the game, but he's really, really good. All right? Now, the other move in this build is going to be this dumb shit, right? Sand pillar. Okay, he throws it out. It's kind of like this shit, but it's got a higher width to it, so if they're trying to jump over your sand trap, that's going to catch them. You can even amplify it, and it pulls out the time, right? And then it blows up after a certain period of time. So the idea is you put this shit out, you start throwing that stuff, right? And then you throw that up there, throw more of those, boom, boom, and then you just start fucking obnoxious shit, right? Just obnoxious shit. That's what this build does. It puts shit on the screen, and you're just like, fuck, I can't move, because if I do, he's going to hit me with sand, and I don't want sand on me. I don't like that. Now, his important moves. Okay, first move that's important, down 1, 6-frame down 1. Nothing more needs to be said. If you don't know why a 6-frame down 1 is not or is good, then you need to go watch some of my other videos. You need to play a lot more games, but just note that 6 frames on startup is the fastest move in the game. So Geras has literally one of the fastest moves in the game. He's not the only one. Other characters have 6 frame down ones. But this means that anytime they're like doing like staggers, right, and fucking do this shit, right, oh man, I'm gonna stagger you. You can interrupt them and say, nah, fuck you. And your move, provided they're not doing it out of a plus frame trap, your move is almost always going to interrupt whatever they're doing. Like, it's just, boom, stop, no more. Okay? Down 1, very, very important. I don't mention pokes unless they're, like, super notable. Okay? And this being one of the fastest pokes in the game, super notable. Next most important move is the jab string. There's, like, bootleg, bitch-ass mix-ups off this shit. I really hope that you don't, like, do that, right? That ends in an overhead. You can do, like, 1-1, sand trap. Hold on. Right? And people think that that's like, oh, that's the 50-50. But if you do that, that just tells me that you're bad. It is fuzzyable. It's kind of difficult to fuzzy this shit online, all right? So I get it. If you're like an online Wi-Fi warrior and you're in Combat League and you fucking do this shit and you think that you're good, I understand why you think you're good. You're not, but I get why you think that you're good. If offline ever comes back, because this is being recorded during the quarantine COVID era of life, right? So if offline ever comes back, this is a setup that you'll want to learn how to fuzzy guard. And if you're a Geras player, this is a setup that you want to wean yourself off of. I'm not saying don't ever go for it. I'm saying don't ever go for it like every fucking 5 seconds in a round, okay? Do it like once or twice to catch them not blocking and be like, ha ha ha, you're not paying attention, but you're like, the sand trap is death, right? The sand trap, if you look at the frame data, is minus 19 on block. And from this range, right, from this range, from right here, minus 19, like anybody can punish that with some pretty big fucking damage for minus 19. So like, yeah, you can go for that, but you only have to be wrong once and now you're losing. Think about that. Again, online, it's a little harder to fuzzy it and a little harder to punish it. But offline, if like the World Championships is ever offline again, this dumb shit will get you killed. Okay? Don't do it. Next most important move is going to be forward 1. Boom. Okay? It's just a slow ass. Forward 1 is a slow ass advancing mid. But for the range, right? So it's 14 frames of startup. But for the range, that's not bad, right? This is not bad for 14 frames. Okay, don't do this up there because you'll get mashed on. Do it from like over here. You can catch him. It's a lot faster than it gives credit for because of the spacing. Now, he's got a couple of follow-ups. He's got forward 1 grab, and he's got forward 1 into grab 4, right? So you can do this. He switches sides. He does that. Do note that, well, I'll just show you real quick, right? Forward 1 grab. Look. Okay, forward 1 grab, minus death on block. Forward 1 grab 4. Right? You see how I mashed the last hit? If you do forward 1 grab and they block those first 2 hits, that last hit will not come out. So be careful doing this shit because if you look at the frame data here, this shit's minus 14. So that means like death on block if they read that you're going to go for this and you didn't commit to something else, right? But you can do mix-ups with it, right? So I can do this, right? And then they're going to go to punish me, so I do this. Oh, wait, hold on. And that sort of thing. Or, you know, there's mix-ups you can do off of it, right? You can do that and then delay yourself and go for the command grab. That sort of thing off of the stagger. You want to make sure that if they're going to stagger this move, you stagger it safely and get them wanting to punish, like getting them wanting to interrupt the stagger, right? So forward 1, you're minus 7. They can press, but you can hold that. You get them wanting to interrupt the stagger. Once you've conditioned them to respect just forward 1 by itself, that's when you go and add the rest of the string on there. But make sure you're very confident that that first hit isn't going to be blocked because it's not an easy hit confirm. It's not easy to hit that and then like get that second hit without getting punished and being wrong. Next most important move is going to be forward 2. When you think of Geras, that's this, right? He's got a tick throw on the mid grab if you have the mid grab equipped. So you can do forward 2 into mid grab. And that will catch them, or you can do 4-2-1, and that's a mid-mid. So they have to hold the mid, and then they have to block the mid, or guess on the grab, and this is a mid grab, so they have to jump it. So it's not like you can neutral duck, right? They have to jump and make the risk of jumping and getting caught by the mid, or jumping to escape the grab. So 4-2-1-2, mas importante to Geras' play style. Do note if they try to stagger that shit, it is minus 11. So you can interrupt it, and depending on the character, you can punish it. But usually people don't punish this string. It's a lot like Raiden's back 1-2. You can finish the string with forward 2-1-2, and this gives you a launch in the corner. You can get big combos off of it. Mid screen at best, you're gonna get boxing glove, right? You can do forward 2-1-2, boxing glove into that. Get yourself some plus frames. Do note that on block, depending on how much you charge that boxing glove, they can interrupt it. And again, if you go to finish the string of 4-2-1-2, they can flawless block that and blow your ass up. There's also another follow-up is 4-2-2. Okay, so let me turn off this blocking here. 4-2-2, this is your primary punisher, right? He does that. If you do the grab, he breaks your leg. If you hit this whole thing on a counter hit or a punish, it gives you the crushing blow. So very important to look for that as a punish. It starts up in 11 frames, so it like almost anything that's minus 12 or better, you can punish for this big ass crushing blow combo. Be careful though on the hit confirm, because if you do 4-2-2, it's the same thing as this other grab ender. 4-2-2 is minus 13 on block. Generally that means punishable, and the whole grab thing minus 21 on block. So again, be careful in your staggers and your mix-ups with Geras. He can get blown up and exposed pretty badly. Next, the most important string is going to be the back 2. Boom, boom. Okay, so back 2 is a 16 frame advancing mid that's minus 2 on block. So that's just good. If I'm over here and I need to get in, right, I can just get in, and now I'm in. It's minus 2 on block, so they can't do anything. If I set him to block, right, boom, boom. Look at how far that pushback is. That means not at all, right? Do that, and then I can just grab him. I'm in his face. Now the follow-up, hold on, let me turn on block. Okay, the follow-up, well, I'm pushing too many fucking buttons. On the back 2-2, where is it? Is just, or on the back 2 is back 2-2. Now you can't get anything off of that. Like, it's kind of, like you can get the grab, but you can't get boxing glove, I don't think, unless you get it real fast. Right, you can get that as well. You can get sand trap. You got to time it different though. It's kind of a, well, the timing is a little weird on it, but I've seen people land it. Maybe it's only in the corner. You can't get this shit either. The time stop, that doesn't work. Not much you can get off of it, but what's really good is that forward 2 is an advancing mid that's kind of fast for the range that it covers. It's an advancing mid that gets you in at minus 2, and it's a staggerable string. So if I decide to cash it in, right, I could get that, and at best, maybe like a fucking grab or whatever on the hit confirm. But if I don't, and I just do that, now I'm in their face. I don't have to worry about shit, right? Next most important move is going to be 4-3. 4-3-2 is the follow-up. This thing is a godlike interrupt, right? A lot of Geras is backdashing, right? So you're backdashing, right? They come in 4-3-2. If you're confident in your whiff punish, you can do 4-3 into the time, get that launch, tope, suicida, whatever, right? But the idea is that forward 3, if you look at the frame data, is an 11 frame mid, and it's 11 frame mid with a lot of fucking range. Like, that's ridiculous how fast and how long range this is. So from that far, I can interrupt a lot of your shit. So the idea is I'm going to backdash, look for the whip punish, and go there. If I want to be safe, I end it with 4-3-2. As you can see, 4-3-2, minus 5 on block. No harm, no foul, right? If I want to unga bunga, or I made a really good call on the whiff punish, I can go 4-3 into time. 4-3 by itself is minus 3 on block. Not a lot of pushback on it, though. So you can use it to approach, get in, and now the games begin, right? You're minus 3, so on a stagger, if they read the stagger, they can interrupt you. But if they didn't read the stagger, you can just go into your stupid shit, right? And down 1, or you can just finish the string. Why not? If they're blocking, this is a pretty long animation. So you can kind of add the extra hit pretty late, right? Pretty late. It's not an easy hit confirm, but it is hit confirmable to add that extra button. So you can just hit it into there easy if you're not doing it as a confident, guaranteed whiff punish. Next most important move is this shit. Down 4, right? You see this a lot. That shit happens a lot. But here's the reason why down 4 is good. It has nothing to do with these dumbass gimmicks that you see in Combat League. It has everything to do with it's a long-range, disjointed hitbox. So Geras, when he punches the ground, the sand comes up, right? So you have a down 4 that you can punish them in poke range, but they can't whiff punish you. So if I throw this out and I misspaced it and I wasn't at the right range and it whiffs, usually someone's like, "Aha, I got you. I'll sweep you in reaction," and they'll hit your hitbox and punish you on the whiff. That's the core of video fighting games, right? But it has a disjointed hitbox, so you can't really do anything about it. So at any time, they have to respect that. And if you look at the range at which it whiffs, right? So it's going to whiff right there. Guess what range we're at? Oh, yeah, that's right, 432, right? So if I do that to hold my ground and say you can't come into this area, that leaves either walk 4 and risk getting hit with, or walk forward and risk getting hit with this, or jumping, in which case I'll uppercut you or anti-air you, whatever the anti-air is, right? So they're going to have to go over that, and if they try to jump or they try to walk through it or try to attack through it, you'll hit that, especially on plus frames. Because down 4, if you look at the plus frames on down 4, it's plus 17. So if I hit this and they do anything, I can contest it with that. That's what makes down 4 good. But you can also do this shit too, I guess, if you're a fucking idiot. Now, his important range, again, is right about where down 4 is going to whiff. You want to be range 2 or 3. He can do mixes here. He's got good mids. He's got good buttons. He's got command grabs, so he's good up close, and he has a 6-frame down 1, right? He's also really, really strong here because this is where shit's going to be caught on the whiff punish, right? This is where you're going to be looking for your opponent to do buttons. But even still, if you're like way over here, like, fuck it. He doesn't have a bad range. You want to stick to range 2 and 3, but if you're ever in another range, it doesn't fucking matter. It's Geras. That's kind of how he operates. So why did you pick that character? Why would you beat me with this character that just destroys the neutral? I love playing the nooch, okay? This character refuses to let me do that. And if you are the kind of person that wants to refuse to let me play neutral, then this is the guy for you. I hope you enjoyed this 17-minute Geras guide because I already feel filthy doing this. So like, comment, and subscribe because Papa don't work for free, assholes.